So this is a geometric sequences again, and really I just have one problem that I want to go over again, just allows you to reinforce that formula in mind. So it states that find the sixth term of the following geometric sequence, and we know the first two terms, 2, 4. We don't know the rest. Now, as many of you, if you have strong computational skills, it's probably not that hard because you know 2, 4, then it would be 8, right? 16, 32, and then 64, right? So that would be your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth term. But just to verify and that we truly understand the formula, because we could be given some bigger values or larger values, let's just use that formula to see if we can determine the sixth term using that formula. So the formula states that an is equal to a1 times r to the power of n minus 1. Now that's the formula, right? We here know what the first term is. We know that the first term here is 2. And we also know what r is, right? Because we don't need as many terms. Like for an arithmetic sequence, we just need 2 terms to tell the constant difference. For a geometric sequence, we really just need to know 2 terms to determine the common ratio. And so to find the common ratio, we would do 4 divided by 2 here, right? And that's 2. Now obviously if it was 4 and then it was 2, if you have a descending sequence that's decreasing, then your common ratio would have been 1/2, right? But here it's increasing clearly, so it's just 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So we know our first term here is 2, and then r here, common ratio, is also 2. And then we have to the power of n minus 1, right? And so we're finding the sixth term here. So we would do a6, right? a6 is equal to 2 times, again, 2 to the power of 6 minus 1, which is really just 2 to the power of 5. Now you know what 2 to the power of 5 is, right? 2 to the power of 5 is just 32, right? It's 2 times 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. And so we're really doing 2 times 32 to determine the value of our sixth term. So a6 here is equal to 64, and that 64 is something that we have here, so obviously these must match. But obviously if you were finding something like find the 15th term, you know, of a sequence that has a common ratio of 7 or some larger value, then this formula definitely does help. But also want to use your scientific calculator, but do know this formula. An is equal to a1, and then we have r, common ratio, to the power of n minus 1. So thanks for watching.